please join us in congratulating Ernie and JoAnn Dubois of Frame Tech for 32 years in business in Tinley Park. They recently sold their business located at 7319 Devon Drive, but we wanted to recognize their longevity in Tinley Park. Welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Dubois. Anyone like to say something for them?
Good evening. My name is Ken Shaw. Thank you for moving, Brad. I decided to wear the mask. I'm not going to go against protocol here. I'm son-in-law of Ernie and JoAnn, and they're probably two of the most humble people I know, and they would never get up there and speak, so I figured someone should hop up here, and you know me, so I'll come up here and chat. So first off, I'd like to say thank you to Trustee Glotz and Priscilla Cortero, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Laura and the clerk's office for ensuring that that we got this on the agenda this evening. They held a slot and made sure that we got on here tonight. So I absolutely appreciate that. Just a quick note, Frame Tech has actually been in business 34 years. They began in Orland Park, up by the Meyer, but then they quickly realized the folly and 2 years later moved to Tinley Park, and they've been on Devon Drive ever since. And also, it's worthy to note, it's worth noting that Ernie and JoAnn not only have owned Frame Tech for 34 years, but they have lived here in Tinley Park for 34 years as well and continue to do so. So they've been business owners and residents since 1977. So I've known Ernie and JoAnn since 1996, when I think they made probably the most questionable decision I've ever known from them, and they allowed me to start dating their daughter. My wife, Rosalind, grew up basically at the shop, and as we refer to it. She grew up there, and as have our kids. They've grown up at the shop. Again, I say that Ernie and JoAnn are some of the most humble and honorable and reliable people I've ever known. And anybody, and there's a lot, who have been their customers or worked with them will say the same. I've attended many of the Oak Park Avenue cruise nights, and you just hear people yelling, Ernie, JoAnn. Everybody knows Ernie. That includes a lot of people in public works, fire, and police department. I commented one time, I think Ernie's probably driven more of the village's squad cars than most of the police officers. Again, these Ernie and JoAnn in their 34 years have been the type of business owners that every town would want. They take care of their customers, they maintain their property, they pay their taxes, and they take care of their neighboring businesses as well. I've always just been surprised at how much the businesses over on Devon Drive are always connecting and taking care of each other over there. And more than anything, they set fair prices. And in all the time I've known them, I think maybe they've raised their prices once, which is, saying a lot after all those years. One other point is that Ernie and JoAnn, having lived here in town and owning a business, they've really never advertised. They've never had to. Frame Tech has been a very successful business simply by taking care of their customers and doing the best job around. They're not really political. They don't make a lot of noise. They stay below the radar. But in the years I've known them, they've still found a way to serve the community. JoAnn has been involved with the chamber here and there over the years, and as well as with the Devon Drive Association. So once again, they're a couple of the most humble people I know, and they would never get up and speak for themselves. So I wanted to make sure that somebody did. And for me personally, I would just like to say, after all these years, congratulations, and best wishes.